Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy CGOD back again. 84 Caprice right here behind me. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be getting into a little bit of accumulator action. So I've got them right here. These ones were actually given to me by the previous owner, and they were already on the car before, so they should be charged up, you know, to the proper pressure. Almost time to go to work. But I had to order these tees so that we can tie them into the system. So basically, go ahead and take one of them. So this is basically like ride height right here. You know what I mean? You guys seen me just hit it up right now, so go ahead and show you how we're going to go about tying these into the system. So this here is going to be in line with our pressure hoses. So right here, this is actually going to the cylinder. This line is pressurized right now. So we're going to be removing this 90 right here, and we're going to be installing this T. So basically, I'm going to I think I might even be missing a fitting. So if I don't have a 3/8 fitting, we might be out of luck on this one. But I'll be able to get a 3/8 fitting, and then we'll get it juking either way. But this is threaded right here. So this part is going to thread into the dump right here. And we'll have to get the fitting to connect our hose. Or I mean, I guess I could still just put the 90. I could put the 90 on that and then just run this hose directly sideways if I needed to. Does that make sense to you guys? So this essentially is going to be mounted like this. You'll see the green caps pointed back like that. And then I can run this 90 on the other end right here to come out and shoot off to the side. So our hose will just be feeding that way. And then the same for this side, just the opposite. Our hose will, I don't know what's going on with this hose, to be honest, but we could try to route it differently if need be or whatever. But that one is essentially the same thing. We're going to have our T put in right here. It'll have the accumulator facing that direction. And basically, there's a bladder inside of here. So, I mean, like hydraulic pressure, it doesn't necessarily compress, you know, like say air would. These are normally charged with nitrogen. So there's a bladder inside of here. So whenever you apply your hydraulic pressure, it's basically like pushing or sitting on that bladder. So whenever you hit a bump or something through the road, this is supposed to act, you know, similar like as if you have like an airbag within the system, you know, to give you a little bit of ride comfort or a little bit of travel within the cylinders as well as the springs instead of just the springs. So basically, like I said, this is going to be our ride height. I just hit the rear up, you know, like a decent tap. The front is close to locked up, but it's just slightly not on lock. That way it's set up, you know, like ride quality status. But it should be pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and do a test run. I'm going to drive down this road here, and we'll see how she rides, all right? All right, so we're now in the Caprice. Go ahead and turn her on, you know. And then I'm going to have to turn off the music because it's going to want to play music. So, or actually I have the Bluetooth turned off, so it's not going to connect. Perfect, perfect. First time driving with the plaque, you know what I mean? Throw her in reverse. And yeah, I don't got working AC, so I mean it's a little tiny bit warm in here, you know. But we're still gonna send it because I don't want the wind noise from the windows being down. But yeah, mostly your bounce is coming from the rear. We're gonna go ahead and let this car pass by. Get the Caprice on the boulevard now. So like you could already feel the bounce coming from the rear. And I mean, I don't know if you guys could hear the chandelier, but she's getting to moving. So trying to gauge ride quality is kind of tough. The road is kind of smooth here, but it is like slightly bumpy. So we're gonna kind of basically see, you could even hear like the dash kind of chattering there, but we're gonna gauge it off of the noise from the chandelier, the movement from the little tree, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's basically it, you know. Dump her down, hitting switches, boys, you know what I mean? But that's going to be it for this. We're going to go ahead and head back home now. But like I said before, guys, she's very drivable. You know what I mean? Like, and the goal, like I said, is to get her to sit lower. If we can get it to sit lower, you know what I mean? I'm not too worried about the 3-wheel or the high lockup or none of that good stuff. But mainly just trying to get it sitting low. That way we can drive it somewhat low, make it a real low rider again, you know what I mean? But I mean, hopefully she'll still 3-wheel, at least like through a turn and stuff. I would hope, you know? Alright, I'll catch you guys back at the crib. Alright, so first part of doing the install, you're going to want to dump all your fluid pressure. So for the back, and just really make sure, you know, your fluid is all dumped out. And then next, I had the trunk open already, but I think it closed whenever I was hitting them switches. So we'll have to open it with the key, because you got to have the key on for the trunk pop in the glove box to work. Okay, so first time having carpet. So we're going to have to try and keep this job extra clean. I don't know if I have any plugs, 3/8 plugs, but either way, I'll probably lay down some rags, of course. Stuff of the sort, you know. And we'll see what's good with it. Hopefully we're able to do it somewhat clean. I'll probably crack the hose loose first, and then we'll just have to remove this. It seems like a pretty basic install. I'm going to be using the Loctite 545 thread sealant. So in doing that, I'm going to leave the car sitting, you know, till tomorrow at least anyways, before pressurizing the system. But I think it looks cleaner than having this blue tape all over this stuff. I mean, I guess, you know, the blue looks cool because, you know, we got blue going on in here. But I mean, you know, everything's just all blue sealant taped up. Either way, let me get on it. Okay, so these are basically all we're using to do this job. I mean, as you can see, I've been doing it very clean. The dump, it did have some standing oil in it that I cleaned out, you know, just using paper towels. Caught whatever oil came out of the hose, you know what I mean? Drained a little bit of excess, that way it'll sit there without leaking. Next order of business, I'm probably going to mock this up because I'm not 100% for sure I'll be able to put the T on and then thread that on without it hitting on the dump. But if I could, that would be ideal. So basically, like I said, the male portion of the T is going to thread into our dump like so. Here, let me give you guys a better view. So here you have it. It's going to just thread up in that bad boy. Something like this. Yeah, let's see if I get a little bit more. Oh yeah. And then at that point, we're going to try and put our 90 over here. But as you can see, like I said, we're hitting already. So I'm probably more than likely going to have to put that on before I install the T. Damn, it's not even going to work. I'm going to have to put them sideways. Hey, but that makes my life easier, low-key. So it looks like I'm going to end up having to put the accumulators off to the sides, either one way or the other. So we'll just kind of see. And then, so that if that's the case, it'll be something like that. We're just gonna have to decide which side we want them on. I don't know though, because either way, I just don't know. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But basically, it's something like this. And then we go ahead and start threading in the accumulator. I think I like the off to the side look. And then we'll run the hose portion on the inside. So that'll tighten up, and our hose will just go to the back. So the hose can attach basically just like that. Yeah, I like that. That's thugging, I think. Damn, I got a bunch of oil on me. Messing with that hose. So then our other hose over here, I wonder if we'd be able to unkink that bad boy, because right now it's sitting around one of the front hoses, and I don't know if I like that too much. But yeah, so all I'm going to do, like I said, is just coat the threads with the Loctite 545, and then having it like this, ton easier to work on. We'll be able to tighten these up, no problem. Just tighten this up as much as you can once it reaches this 90-degree point that you're trying to reach, and that ought to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and get on it, and I'll bring you back. So there is our finished product. We have the thread sealer on, our hose is connected, everything is tight. So that's essentially the design I went with. They're gonna stick off to this side. This hose over here, I don't know, I might route it differently, just like coming off the cylinder and then hitting over here, because it'll be a little bit farther over here now instead of wrapping it around that hose there, just to give it somewhat of a cleaner look, I would think. On this side, they actually have it like with the cylinder shooting the other way, but it looks like that hose is kind of taking a beating in there. See if I can grab that for you, show you what I'm talking about here. So there you see the hose coming off the cylinder. So eventually you're gonna have to replace that. And these should be what, like 3-foot hoses or something like that. So that'd be all right. This direction over here looks better. Maybe I should reroute that one. But I have to pull it off of the cylinder as well. Either way, this is the completed product though. I didn't realize I had the camera zoomed in that whole time. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and mirror it over here, get the new fittings and everything on, and after that I'll bring you guys back, show you the finished product, and we'll do another ride to see how it's going. Alright, so we've got the accumulation complete, as you can see, installed on both sides. Next order of business is to try them. So I'm gonna basically lift the car up. We'll check for leaks and whatnot, and I want to also see if it makes it slower to come up and come down, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up, get it lifted, and then we'll take our test drive and see if our ride is any better. All right. Okay, so it did indeed kind of lift up a little funky, but I don't see any leaks so far. And I'm also testing the front for leaks, because my dumps before were like, you know, they weren't like level, and they're still not perfectly level, but it's because you basically have to like loosen it for it to work, right? But if you look at the back, no leaks at all. I do believe this is locked up. Yeah, so I mean, this is not ride height, but it does feel like more like bouncy, no lie. I'm gonna tap the back down just a hair. It still lowers down pretty quick though, which feels pretty much the same, but it does feel a little bit bouncier. So next order of business is going to be the test drive. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to just get my trunk closed up with this damn thing out. I don't remember how I had it really, but that should do there. Something like that, huh? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the test drive. So for the test drive though, oh yeah, it does make it nicer to go down though, I give it that. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh bro, that's so wild. Yeah, but yeah, it like literally, you hear the motor spin a good bit while it fills the accumulators. So that's cool, and so far we're not leaking anything, so that's also cool. All right, test drive time, my boys. Make sure I got my Bluetooth turned off so we don't start playing music randomly. Oh yeah, cranks up real nice like. Whenever you first turn it on, one of the belts or something squeals, or one of the pulleys maybe. But yeah, see, we've already got that taken care of. Let's go whip it. So I mean, so far it does feel better, but we're just leaving the driveway, you know, so there's no way to really tell. Once we start hitting the road down over here, the same way we did yesterday, see how it actually feels. Damn, it's much hotter today though, let me tell you. Okay, so initially you would already be bumping around like crazy right now. Oh wow, dude, that is wild feeling. Bro, that's crazy, it's so smooth. Look, like, I don't know if you guys could tell from the video, but like there's like not really any more bounce from the back. It's like all the front basically. Damn, the back is so smooth, you legit just like feel the front now. See, right here is right there where it was making the dash chatter and stuff the last time we drove the car down this road. Oh yeah, bro, that's so much better with the accumulators. Next order of business is to see if she'll still three-wheel. So I'll go ahead and point this old girl back home. But so far, it's feeling pretty player. And then like, oh bro, it's like a delayed reaction whenever you hit the switch down. But even down like this, it still rides really nice. But all the way down, oh, see, all the way down is back to being bad. Damn. See, we're back to like abrupt movements and noises and stuff back there. Let's go ahead. Oh, the lift up feels so cool because it's like so smooth. You're used to it being abrupt, you know, and fast. Just as soon as you hit the switch, you know, just popping up. This video might be kind of long, but I really want you guys to see like the possibilities that you can do with hydraulics. One thing I will say though is you're literally like, you know, people on hydraulics like to talk a lot of trash about lowriders specifically on air. You know, regular cars and trucks and stuff on air, in my opinion, is cool. But people like to talk a lot of trash on the people with, you know, the spoke wheels and stuff. You know, like you got a Cutlass or whatever and you put it on airbags. But I mean, I understand, you know, it's not as cool. But this setup that we have with the accumulators, we're literally just putting air to the system to make it ride nice. But my God, it sure does ride nicer, boys. Look at that. Like, this is so nice in here now. Could probably like put the front height like right in the middle and it would ride super smooth, I'm sure. Hey, but this is killer. I like it anyways. It rides so much better. I could probably take a little bit of pressure out of the tires because I got them all up at like 55 or so, and it'd probably ride a little smoother. But yeah, definitely worth it to get the accumulators. Go ahead and pull up into the Canton real quick. Try and settle girl on 3 for you. See if she'll still do it. If it still knocks over in 3, then I think we did it. You know what I mean? Let's get our front locked. Alright, so something makes weird noises whenever you have the car on and you put it on 3. It's kind of hard to get out. Like, my feet just dangling. So I think it's safe to say though that she'll still 3-wheel even with accumulators. So cool beans. Very cool beans. I like it a lot. Look at that. Puro 13 to the concrete, vato. So with a ride like that and a 3-wheel like this, there ain't no point to not run accumulators, boys. See, and they should probably even be able to get set down easier too, because before it would be kind of rough. I'm just gonna have to get used to that rear switch, because like I said, whenever you hit it, it does basically do like a slight delay as it fills the accumulator first. But there you have it, boys. I'd say 10 out of 10 recommend accumulators. One thing that I don't recommend is, okay, like I only have one front pump, right? So that controlling both of them. If you were to put accumulators or a single accumulator on that front pump, then basically what it would do is your car, like whenever you turn, it would like want to body roll, because that pressure flow will want to go side to side. So the reason this works is because I have 2 individual rear pumps, right? So each one kind of controls its own corner. I guess, you know, you could probably put 2 accumulators on the front, but that would require the dual dumps like I have on the front pump. You know what I mean? But overall, definitely recommend it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys stayed this long, definitely some real ones coming up on 5,000 subscribers. Once we hit that, surely I'm gonna do a giveaway of some sort. You know what I mean? Might even be this Caprice behind me. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.